Hello everyone, we are going to study Alfvén wave in this video. Already I have given definition and an introduction to what is Alfvén wave. Now we are going to derive Alfvén wave equation for an incompressible perfectly conducting fluid in the presence of magnetic field. So we are considering an incompressible fluid. So the fluid which we are considering is incompressible. So it is an incompressible fluid. It is perfectly conducting. So for an incompressible fluid, density is constant throughout the fluid flow. And for perfectly conducting fluid, sigma tends to infinity and in the presence of magnetic field. So we are applying magnetic field uniformly vertically to the fluid flow. So we are considering a fluid flow. So vertically upwards we are applying magnetic field of strength H naught. So this is our axis. We are having x axis, y axis and z axis. Therefore our magnetic field H is H naught K. Along z axis we are applying magnetic field of strength H naught. Therefore magnetic field H is given by H naught K. Along x axis is 0, along y axis is 0, along z axis we are having H naught. So we are having H is equal to H naught K. So the basic equation for perfectly conducting fluid, this we have studied in classical chemistry itself already. So we know the basic equation. So the momentum equation is given by rho dou q by dou t. Q is velocity, t is time, plus q dot del q, q is a vector, is equal to minus del p plus mu h square by 2 plus mu h dot del h. So we are considering momentum equation and we are taking this equation as 1. And equation of continuity, our continuity equation is del dot q is equal to 0. We have magnetic field equation, that is dou h by dou t is equal to curl of q cross h. I'll take this equation as 2, this equation as 3, and we have solenoidal property along with it. For magnetic field, del dot h is equal to 0. So we know all these terms. So rho represent density, q represent velocity, h is magnetic field, p is hydrodynamic pressure, mu is magnetic permeability, and that's all. Mu is magnetic permeability. So here we are considering non-viscous fluid. Now in the basic state, means in common state, basic state, we have pressure as P naught, density as rho naught, Q is 0 when it is at rest. When the fluid is at rest, there will be no motion, therefore velocity is 0 and h is h naught of k. We are applying small disturbance, that is we are giving small disturbance to the basic state. We say it as perturbation to the basic state to generate waves. Primarily the fluid is at rest, Therefore, velocity is 0. We are applying small disturbance. That is, we are perturbing the basic state to generate the waves. When we generate the wave, velocity generated, that means velocity changes, magnetic field and pressure also slightly changes. Density of the fluid always remains same. Due to small disturbance, density will not vary. Due to small disturbance, density of the fluid does not vary. So when we apply small disturbance, when we perturb the basic state, pressure slightly varies, velocity, we will get some velocity, and magnetic field also changes slightly. This is our equation 4. So this equation 5 will become P is equal to P naught plus P dash. P dash is the pressure which changes, that is in perturbation quantity. Density will not change, so therefore rho is equal to rho naught itself. Q becomes Q dash and H becomes H naught plus some perturbed magnetic field. Here P dash, Q dash, H dash are perturbation quantity, and these quantities are very small because we have applied very small disturbance. Hence there exist small changes. Hence P dash, Q dash and H dash are very small. Since these terms are very small, square of these terms and product of these terms will be very small. Therefore, in the derivation we are going to neglect square or higher powers of perturbed terms and product of perturbed terms. Now our pressure, velocity and magnetic field changes. So we are going to substitute these values in our basic equations. So when we are going to substitute this in our basic equation, that is Q becomes Q dash, H is our H naught plus H dash, rho is rho naught itself, P is P naught plus P dash. We are going to substitute the perturbed values in our basic equation. When we substitute these values here, we will get, so our equation of momentum equation becomes rho into dou Q dash by dou T plus Q dash dot del Q dash is equal to minus del P plus P dash, P naught plus P dash plus mu by 2 H naught plus H dash whole square plus mu H dot plus H naught plus H dot del H naught plus H dash dot del of H naught plus H dash. This is our basic equation. In this basic equation, I have substituted the perturbed values. So we have del dot Q is 0. Here Q dot del becomes 0. So our equation becomes rho dou Q dash by dou T is equal to, I am going to split the terms, minus del P naught plus P dash plus mu by 2 A plus B whole square is A square plus B square plus 2AB. Here I have used A square plus B square plus 2AB formula. So already I have mentioned, already perturbed values are very less. Therefore, square terms we are neglecting. So I have neglected this term. So what about next term? Plus mu of, here we will have H naught dot del H naught plus here we are having H naught del H dash. Similarly, we are having H dash dot del H naught, and last one H dash dot del H dash. Again, product terms we are neglecting. Product of perturbed values are very less. Therefore, we are neglecting here. Also, del of H naught. H naught is constant. Differentiation of constant with respect to x or y or z is 0. Therefore, this is 0 and this term is also 0. Therefore, we will get momentum equation as dou q rho into dou q dash by dou t equal to minus del p naught is there plus p dash plus mu h naught square by 2 plus mu, this 2 will get cancelled, h naught h dash. This is our pressure term, and then we are having second term as mu h naught dot del h dash. So I'll take this equation as 6. So this is our momentum equation. Now when we consider basic state, so when we consider basic state, it means the fluid is at rest. Our equation 1 becomes, actually q dot del becomes 0. Our dou q by dou t is also 0 because velocity is 0. Q is 0 at basic state, right? So at basic state, our equation 1 becomes, our LHS becomes 0, we will have only RHS. So we are having 0 is equal to minus del. At basic state, pressure is P naught plus mu H naught square by 2 plus mu H naught del of H naught. See, this is our general equation. For basic state, velocity is 0, therefore LHS becomes 0. Pressure is P naught, magnetic field is H naught. So I have substituted P naught and H naught here, so we will get this equation. Also, H naught is constant, therefore it will become 0. So we got the value del of P naught plus mu H naught square by 2 is 0. So I am going to substitute this value in our previous equation. We have del of P naught plus mu H naught square by 2 as 0. Therefore, equation 6 reduced to rho dou q by dou t, dou q dash by dou t minus del P naught plus mu H naught square by 2 is 0. Therefore, we will get remaining terms as P dash plus mu H naught H dash plus mu H naught del H dash. So when we expand this dot product, we will have minus del P dash plus mu H naught H dash plus mu. Here we will get H naught dou by dou z of H dash. So how this term reduced to this? I'll write here. So H naught dot del means H naught is H naught k, del is dou by dou x I plus dou by dou y j plus dou by dou z k. I is 0 here, therefore 0 into dou by dou x, 0 into dou by dou y, and we have H naught into dou by dou z. Therefore H naught del is H naught by H naught into dou by dou z. That's what I have written here. So I'll take this as equation 8. Now I am going to consider next equation, that is our continuity equation. So what is our continuity equation? Del dot q is 0. Now we are having del dot q dash is 0. From equation 2, we are having del dot q is 0. This is our perturbed equation. I'll take it as 9. Now we are going to consider magnetic field equation for perturbed state. The magnetic equation is dou H by dou T on LHS. So H should be replaced by H naught plus H dash. This is our LHS. Dou by dou T of H naught plus H dash. RHS is curl of Q cross H. So Q is Q dash, H is H naught plus H dash. So this is our magnetic field equation for perturbed state. Again, when we differentiate this, H naught is constant. Dou H naught by dou T is 0. So we will have dou H dash by dou T is equal to del cross Q dash cross H naught plus del cross Q cross H dash. Again, this term we are neglecting. It will be very small. We are having del curl of Q cross H naught. Now, last equation is solenoidal property. I'll take this equation as 9. Our last equation is solenoidal property, that is del dot H is 0. Now we are having del of H naught plus H dash is 0. When we split it, we will have del of H naught plus del of H dash. So the H naught is constant, therefore it is 0. Our solenoidal property for perturbed state equation is del dot H dash is 0. I'll take it as equation 10. So for perturbed state equation, we got conditions for momentum equation, continuity equation, magnetic field equation and solenoidal property. Now I am going to find the value for del cross Q dash cross H naught using vector identity. So using vector identity, curl of A cross B, we can write this as P dot del A. We have used this vector identity many times earlier. Same vector identity I am considering, minus A dot del B minus del dot A B. So in place of A I am going to substitute Q dash, and in place of B I am going to substitute H naught. So I will have del cross Q dash cross H naught, so that we will get this is equal to H naught del B is H naught Q dash plus del dot H naught Q dash minus Q dash dot del H naught plus minus del dot Q dash H naught. So from our continuity equation, we already derived del dot Q dash is 0. Right? And we already got the value del dot H naught is 0 because H naught is constant. So del dot H naught is also 0. Here also del of H naught is 0 again. So we have curl of Q dash cross H naught as only this term. So we will have H naught. This we can expand it as dou by dou x H naught del. Already we got this value H naught del as H naught into dou by dou z of Q dash. So we got this value for our equation 9. Now I'll take this as equation 11. Now consider our momentum equation for perturbed state. This is our momentum equation. We are having dou Q dash by dou T minus del of P dash plus mu H naught H dash plus mu H naught dou by dou Z H dash. That is our equation 8. In equation 8, I am going to take divergence on both sides. So if I take divergence on both sides, in equation 8, I am getting rho naught dou by dou T of del dot q dash is equal to minus del square p dash plus mu h naught h dash plus mu of h naught dou by dou z of del dot h dash. So del dot q dash is 0 from our equation 9 and from our equation 10 del dot h dash is also 0. So from here, from this equation, we can conclude that del square p dash plus mu h naught h dash is 0. Now we are considering the fluid flow to infinitely long. We are considering the fluid in infinitely long in all the direction. Therefore, the solution of this equation is generated at all the points including infinity, and it is given by, so from this equation we will get p dash plus mu h naught h dash is equal to constant. I'll take it as equation 12. Since the fluid is extending to infinity in all the direction, the solution of the above equation, the solution of this equation, which is generated at all points including infinity, and it is given by p dash plus mu h naught h dash is equal to constant. Now we are going to substitute this in equation 8, that is our momentum equation. So we will get rho dou q dash by dou t is equal to minus del of constant, because p dash plus mu h naught h dash is constant. So in equation 8 we are having this term, so I am substituting constant plus mu h naught dou by dou z of h dash. See, this is our momentum equation for perturbed state. Here we are having p dash plus mu h naught h dash. Already we got p dash plus mu h naught h dash as constant. So in this place I have just substituted constant. So differentiation of constant is 0. Now we will get this equation. So this equation we can write it as dou q dash by dou t is equal to mu by rho naught h naught dou by dou z of h dash. Just I have shifted density to LHS. It is rho naught. So I have shifted this to LHS. This is actually rho naught because rho naught is there. So rho naught. So we'll get this equation. I'll take this equation as 13. If I differentiate this equation with respect to t, I'll get dou square q dash by dou t square equal to mu h naught by rho naught dou by dou z of dou h dash by dou t. I just interchanged this derivative with this. Whether we are differentiating with respect to t first or z first, we will get the same answer. So I'll take this equation as 14. Now we got the value of dou square q dash by dou t square as mu h naught by rho naught into dou by dou z of dou h dash by dou t dash. Sorry, dou h dash by dou t. So what is our equation 11? So this is our equation 11. Curl of q dash cross h naught is h naught dou by dou z of q dash. What is del cross q of h naught? Actually we have to substitute this in our equation 9. So what is equation 9? Dou h dash by dou t is equal to curl of q cross h naught. So if we substitute this value in this, if we replace this value by this, we will get dou H dash by dou T is equal to H naught dou by dou Z of Q dash. So I'm going to substitute dou H dash by dou T in our equation 14. So we'll get equation 14 as dou square Q dash by dou T square is equal to, this I'll take it as some constant, or for time being I'll write as it is, dou by dou Z of, we are having H naught dou by dou Z of Q dash. This we get it from equation 11. So this becomes mu H naught square by rho naught dou square by dou Z square of Q dash. I'll write some constant for mu H naught square by rho naught, because permeability of magnetic field is constant, density is also constant. I'll take it as some constant A. Therefore, this equation reduced to dou square Q dash by dou T square equal to A square dou square Q dash by dou Z square. So this equation we call it as Alfvén wave equation. And what is our A? Mu by rho of H naught, square root of. So our A is square root of mu by rho naught of H naught. This is one kind of Alfvén wave equation. So how did we get this? We are considering momentum equation. In the momentum equation, for perturbed state for the basic state we are considering, and we got P dash plus mu H naught H dash as constant. Substituting this value in our momentum equation for perturbed state, we'll get this equation, and we are differentiating this equation with respect to T, and we are substituting equation 11. Now I am considering equation 11, and I am going to differentiate equation 11 with respect to T on both sides. If I differentiate equation 11 with respect to T on both sides, I will get dou square H dash by dou T square equal to H naught dou by dou Z of dou Q dash by dou T. So what is dou Q dash by dou T? From equation 13, dou Q dash by dou T is this. I am going to substitute this value there. So I will get H naught dou by dou Z of mu by rho naught H naught dou by dou Z of H dash. So this we can write it as H naught square mu H naught square by rho dou square by dou Z square of H dash. So again, this is also an Alfvén wave equation in terms of magnetic field. This again, it is an A square. Here in terms of perturbed velocity, here in terms of perturbed magnetic field. These two equations are Alfvén wave equations for incompressible, perfectly conducting fluid applying in the presence of magnetic field applied vertically upwards.